for the Bilbali Desperados against the Whitepeak Red Squigs. The two promoted sides meet for the first time in the Elite Division. Last season, the Red Squigs, who were formerly known as the Saffers, defeated the Desperados 3-2 in a thrilling match. The Desperados held a special training session, as we saw with Vara Gulchua. Lineman Danny Echebarrieta was killed by Gulchua, despite the best efforts of the apothecary to save him. I say best efforts. I think he was on his day off or something. Target Backstabber's team have lost 4 straight matches by a combined scoreline of 1-9. And that's a problem.
That's another problem, you mean?
Yes. There are a few problems mounting up. Now,
another problem is this that you're going to read now.
Yes, the Whitepeak Red Squigs, who you may think look like orcs, but they're not. They're wood elves. They are just owned by an orc beer brand who have taken over the team. So the Red Squigs have splashed the cash this week, signing 5 new players. Rostin Amini, the war dancer, Fleming Martins, the catcher, and then Sylvan Van Dil, Theron Oakshield, and Caldris Streamwalker, who are all linemen, should make their debuts. Amini has the mighty blow and tackle skills, the war dancer, while Oakshield has guard. Martins is a dirty player catcher. The Red Squigs spent 940,000 gold to acquire the 5 players. That's a lot.
Right, so the Red Squigs were recently promoted team with some hindrances, so the team was not looking ready for the Elite Division, the same as the Desperados are not looking ready for the Elite Division, but they have been thinking on how to fix it, and they found that money could actually fix it. Believe it or no, money is the solution to some problems in life. This is almost 1 million gold spent on half a team.
This is a team with ambition. This is a team with deep pockets. But this is not a team that's winning Blood Bowl matches at the moment. They have suffered more casualties than anybody else in the whole ZFL so far this season. And they have only won 1 game against the Black Crag Bozos, which, to be fair, was a fairly miraculous play from their catcher, Bradford Dart, to stop that being a draw. So both these teams, it's 10th versus 11th in the table. 11th and 12th are relegated. Both are desperate for a win here.
Both are desperate, but only one is Desperado.
Nice.
Sure, I couldn't hit myself. So the Desperados playing home in a very nice stadium.
The Red Squigs will look a lot like the Green Squigs today because they are in their change kit of white and green, which makes them look an awful lot like the Celtics.
Yeah, that was widely commented in the grandstands by the public. They were not fans of that. But well, you have to take it.
The Celtics turned up to Bilbali last week and won 3-0. So, maybe a bit of deja vu for the fans. Now, that is Grombrindal, the White Dwarf. Man, that's hard to say. Grombrindal.
Yeah. Grombrindal, the White Dwarf. It was commented in chat during the stream that dwarves seem to be OP this season in the ZFL, and the Desperados catch the hint.
So let's talk teams. This is the Red Squigs roster. So, of course, one of their star war dancers, Geordie Julius, died last week. But they've just spent some money to replace him. So Rostin Amini comes into the side with mighty blow and tackle. Their thrower is Cloudsley Swain, who has accurate and cloud burster. Obviously, he's called Cloudsley. And he has sure hands as well. BT Spriley is one of the stars of the team on paper. He is the movement 9 sprint sure feet catcher who is yet to score a touchdown for the Red Squigs in the Elite Division. He has had a rotten season so far. Bradford Dart has been better. Old Root is the treeman. And then linemen Witherwit, Vandil and Grassett. Darby Duffett is the other war dancer who wears number 10 and insists on wearing number 10. He is the strip ball juggernaut war dancer. And then we've got the newbies. Leoran Wildvine, who is not the name of someone I read out at the start. Leoran Wildvine, I think, is an academy promotee, very possibly. So one of them is academy and one of them is a signing, basically. Fleming Martins is a dirty player catcher. Theron Oakshield is a sure hands guard lineman, and Caldris Streamwalker is dodge step, for want of a better way of putting it. The Desperados look like this. They have the famous three-pronged attack. The three blitzers, Elizalde, Urutikoichea and Martin. The third is a lineman who they've just given some nice armour to, and he has all the same skills. But they have three blitzers on the team. 4 bodyguards, Unai Alonso, the Gurutzeta brothers, Julen and Ibai, and Kepa Martinez. No ogre on the team, but 2 throwers. Caldo Berenga is what we call the offensive thrower, and Javi de la Fuente is what we call the defensive thrower, by which I mean he just goes on the LOS a lot. Aziel Arauri is the dirty player, and then Santi Garamendi as Dauntless. Inaki Berezuatu, oh my god. Inaki Berezuatua is a rookie.
Better.
And Grombindra, oh god, I can't
Grombindra,
say
the
that.
White Dwarf. Come on, this is not even in my language.
Enjoy the game. My tongue is tagging out.
This is all very professional. So in case nobody knows, which is the special skill of Grombrindal, also known as the White Dwarf, he gets to... you can pause this. It's worth reading.
Once per turn, if you use an adjacent player of Grombrindal, I keep putting an R in the end, the White Dwarf.
Yes.
He gains either break tackle, dauntless, mighty blow, or sure feet skill until the end of their activation. He's a support piece on a Blood
He's
Bowl
a
field.
support player. Yes, and he also packs Mighty Blow and Block himself. And Stand Firm and Thick Skull and AV 10+.
Yeah, he's a
It's
support
kind
piece.
of nice.
It's like the old Control Chaos. He's a support piece who also has strength 3, mighty blow, block, whatever. Grombrindal. It just doesn't... Grombindral would read better to me.
Grombrindal, you can call him the White Dwarf. He will make your life easier.
Grom will do. Here we go. Mighty blow skill for Mikel Martin, and he rolls a push. Now it's once per turn, presumably. That can be used.
It's every turn, yes. So the player needs to start his turn in base contact with Grombrindal. I can say Grombrindal while you say the White Dwarf.
Yeah, but you can also say all the other players' names on the team as well.
Yeah, I can follow that. And here comes Julen Gurutzeta, finding the knockdown and producing not a break.
Gonna be a blitz
So Unai Alonso is going to go for the blitz, needs a rush, rolls a 1 immediately. That's one reroll gone, gets the knockdown. No, because the player has dodge. And everything is not going amazingly well for the Desperados. It's going to be Grombrindal, who also has Dauntless, does not need them, because he has enough assists to produce a 2-die that produces a push. And Allroot decides to step back.
There's going to be a pass here from Caldo Berenga. We didn't mention that there's also a bribe. I'm just putting too many R's in the other inducement as well. That's a failed pass from
That's
Berenga.
actually snake pass.
It's a snake.
But the ball is behind a wall of players, so not in immediate risk. That the Squigs can capitalize on that.
Okay, here comes Rostin
Immediate 2-die with Mighty Blow and tackle and shenanigans on Julen Gurutzeta. Julen Gurutzeta says, no way.
Scoring threat in play for the Red Squigs. It's an aggressive setup from the Desperados who are pushing forward. Remember, this team have not scored in the Elite Division since the opening game. So, At the moment, the Red Squigs are producing, like, it's something of a defense, but at the moment, it seems like the door is open for the Desperados to run this in if they really want to.
Okay, the Squigs are inviting the Desperados to score quickly, maybe, and then show them how it's done, because they are elves and they can do stuff. Julian Gorucheta coming down from the floor, finding the knockdown on Rusty Namini, the new War Dancer, using Mighty Blow, and finding the stun. But it's going to be an immediate foul with Dirty Play and 2 assists to produce another stun. Has not been amazing.
It's not Berenga, it's going to be Javi de la Fuente. He's quite
Javi
slow.
de la Fuente, the defense specialist. He's slow, but he has sure hands.
Oh, it's done.
Yes, the pass!
And Uruti Koichea is going to run this in. Yes, Sure Feet is a good skill. And in we go. Desperados lead early doors. I don't think the commentators are biased towards the Desperados at all.
Oh, only half of them. Only half of them. All right. That equals to 50% of the touchdowns scored by the Desperados this season.
That was maybe one of
The
those,
players
like,
are happy.
maybe we actually just need to score a touchdown to just get that out of our system. But, I mean, it's a long time for the Red Squigs to come back into this one, and they can kind of control the game at their own pace now.
Okay, we can see, we can deduct that this is also a game of numbers, with the Desperados hoping to put up more attrition on the Wood Elves than they can do on themselves. That should be the case, considering that they now have potentially up to 3 Mighty Blow players per turn, and also that they are playing Wood Elves, who are not, you know, high TV. It's a blitz! It's a blitz!
What's the kick doing?
I think the kick was very poor. The scatter was
one of
not
the
very
worst
friendly.
kicks I've ever seen.
So actually, the Desperados were looking for a shallow kick, and then a blitz. So they got the blitz.
They got that.
But they did not good. Yeah, but they did not get a good scatter.
They got a very shallow kick. And a stone on the dirty player.
Yeah. The Desperados putting some punches, but getting no removal so far.
Ball in the hand of Darby Duffett, and it looks at the moment like the Red Squigs are pushing forwards here. Spriley's moving forward into range. I mean, most places in the other half is in range for him. I think it was Duffett. And Dart as well, covering off the rest of that screen. And that's Swain from the backfield. It's not quite a full screen. You could get around that if you really wanted to.
That's a knockdown on Grombrindal. And a 3 dive from the tree. Oh, the tree goes down!
Okay. Well,
Santi Garamendi brings him down with him.
The Desperados could get through a gap in the screen here towards the ball if they wanted to. Going to go for the sidestepper first, and he's going to step. Okay, so it's a good sidestep. That puts him onto Ibai Guru, etc., and kind of kills that play where we're going to get round here after the ball. Mighty Blow does nothing. And it seems the Desperados might be interested over here. Grombrindal's going to take a punch on Theron Oakshield on debut. Oh, and Grombrindal.
You did it! You did it!
he got an injury or something. I don't know.
So, game of numbers, as we said. The Desperados trying to get as many removals on the Squigs as possible. This was the guard player. It's a good removal for the Desperados. But they want more. Because they are a backstabber team.
Foul on the tree. Larauri gets the KO on Old Root.
Very nice. Second big removal. Not a permanent one, but still.
Oh, big hits from the debutant.
Rusty Namini stepping back.
Perezia has gone, which is a relief for me.
Answering, that's a relief for you, but you still have to go through 10 more players. And Grombrindal too. That's also not easy. I may use this name in the future. Okay, so the Desperados got 1 removal and 1 KO, but the Squigs swiftly answer with their own removal. So this is balanced or even, we can say. Oh, the touchdown. So the Squigs saying this is how it's done.
Duffett equalises the game. Okay, 1-1. Right start. Who needs defense when we can just punch each other and score touchdowns? Tree stays out. So now it's the thrower, Cloudsley Swain, on the LOS. Very quick setup, very quick kick, very short kick, and a very quick snap. Will it be caught by Ibai Gurutzeta? Nope, but it will be caught by Igor Urtikoichea. Nice handoff from his teammate there. Okay, well,
Hit with Mighty Blow, doing nothing. Hit with no Mighty Blow, doing nothing.
Interesting that with a kicker, the Red Squigs went this side when they'd set up on this side.
Yeah, I think that the setup from the Desperados is sending the message that we are here to score and we are better than you than that. And the Squigs were kind of saying, yeah, try that.
Right.
And see how it goes. And remember, still a game of numbers. The Desperados trying to punch with as much Mighty Blow as possible to remove pieces from the Squigs. Yeah, with elves, after all. They should die.
Oh, nice 3 dice from Grombrindal.
You're getting better at that. Oh, finds a break! And the KO.
Be a foul
and
as well.
being a backstabber team. That's a stun. So far, the Desperados have produced 1 casualty, a couple of KOs, some stuns. Not bad, not amazing. The Squigs have produced 1 casualty themselves.
Easy knockdown from Roston and Meaning. Whoa!
Oh, immediate injury! This is efficiency.
We have a new war dancer on the scene, making a name for himself. You
This
wish Alpha Chat could punch like this.
Third block, 2 casualties. This one called the Apple.
Pressure coming in, but again, there's nothing really stopping the score here. There's a dodge failure, and down and out goes Sylvan Vandil. So we're getting... It's a weird game so far. We are getting a lot of removals, and we are getting a lot of touchdowns.
It's going to be Julen Gurucheta using the Mighty Blow skill from Grombrindal, finding a knockdown.
Oh, I mean, he's gone. And there's no Apo.
The Apo is not called on a badly heart.
That's a touchdown.
And the Desperados run it in.
Okay, 2-1. Do both teams want the ball, or does neither team want the ball? I mean, it's a very weird thing to call, right? Because it's not like we're not throwing punches and all the leather we've got. There's been so many removals and injuries in this game already. But in terms of, like, defensive screens, there's a little bit of, like, no, after you going on from both teams so far. So we'll see how the match continues.
And see who messes up. And see who messes up early. Another short kick.
Okay.
And worth commenting that the Red Squigs got their 3 KOs back for this drive.
Well, this is looking like a one-turn setup. And remember, Cloudsley Swain has not scored yet this season. And we actually didn't need the second push, so fast as that player. But
setting up to do so.
I mean, are we going to see a one-turn touchdown on turn 5? Oh, we're taking a 3 dice with a tree. That has gone wrong before. Grombindal is out!
No, Grombrindal! No, not you! You were supposed to be the balance, the answer for the Desperados.
This game is so weird.
The answer is gone.
2-2.
Well.
2-2, and I'm currently looking at the site, of Mark Bielsick in chat accusing two teams of arranging a result after I just watched a Black Crag Bozos match in which they didn't foul anybody.
Oh dear. So, things going very well now for the Squigs. Having removed actually 1/3 of the inducements and probably the best player of the Desperados on the pitch, being honest.
Again, a kick to that side. And again, we're going to put... I mean, it's just the same thing every time. We're just going to push down this same side. And the Red Squigs aren't going to do anything to stop it.
Well, we shall see if they do something or not, sooner than later.
The chat are calling for Jonathan Investigateman.
Investigate. You have to talk with the deckhands for that.
It's turn 6, it's 2-2. Double push.
This is another push, not doing much.
Got a Dauntless
And then a
hit
2-die on the tree. Dauntless worked, actually. And pushing the tree backwards. And of course there is going to be a foul.
Yeah.
Because this is a backstabber team.
Okay, so that's a start.
3 survives this time.
And I've got a bit
Remember
of deja vu.
that?
Yep, Spriley goes forward. Okay.
Classic Whittle play, in case something does not work for the Desperados.
That positioning looks a little bit more like it might be a screen.
Yeah, but there can also be a 1-die on the ball.
He goes Duffett, and Duffett has failed to dodge through the screen.
On the 1-die on the ball, tends to be a 1 in 9. Duffett is down.
Okay, yeah, so that is not going to make things very difficult if the Desperados want to score. I guess Duffett at least tried. Would it have been better to leap there? Perhaps. I suppose not. It was going to be a 4 either way.
It was a 3 plus...
Would it a 3 plus
2
leap in
plus
one tackle zone?
with dodge, actually, so it was not a bad play, I would say.
It was going into 2 tackle zones, so it was a 4 plus on the first dodge. Because there was a dirty player here.
Yeah, the dirty player was moved by mistake, but there's going to be a foul on the ward dancer.
Yeah, foul on Duffett. There's a KO. Okay, well, the referee's going to call that, and that might stop us scoring a touchdown. Oh, the bribe fails!
The bribe fails!
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh my goodness, this is an absolute disaster. The Desperados are out of inducements by turn 5.
We didn't
6.
score.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that is... Oh, we pushed inside. If we pushed outside, there might have been a route to the ball here. That's a blitz from the tree that doesn't work out. Still, Bradford Dart is stood over here. That's another block that doesn't work out. Here comes Dart. So we're at least getting in the way now. Oh, that's an injury. That's a both down and
one guy both down. And Ibai Gurucheta decided not to use wrestle. Tried his luck, got stunned, by removed a Squig player. Happy times. Happy times for the Squigs.
Okay, so that's a
not
2
for the
dice.
Desperados, not for the Squigs.
On Fleming
2
Martin.
die produces a push only. And that's going to allow for a 2 die from Andoni Elizalde, who gets the knockdown and is going to free the path for Urruticoechea to score.
Yeah, we are on for an Igor Urruticoechea hat-trick in the first half, which I think matches Eddie Sylvester's record.
So there could be more fouling, admittedly, but without the bribe, I think the Desperados are not going to take the chance.
There's the score, it's 3-2. Now, with it being turn 8, you would expect the Desperados will set up a stand firm LOS and try and hold the lead going into the break. The audience are not convinced by the... what's the word I'm looking for?
of the development of the game.
The
I think that
merits.
Backstab and Tony Tooth will not care at all about what the audience is thinking.
Right, so it's thrower bodyguard.
Because there is a plan. Right?
Okay. What is the kick? What is going on?
Oh my goodness, these shallow kicks are definitely not working. The Desperados just need a strike of luck to make it happen. And in the meantime, they keep looking to destroy the Red Squigs as best as they can. Oh, there is a reroll in there. Actually, the only reroll for the
Technically
Squigs.
wasn't needed. We could have just run from here.
No, but they wanted to take one extra push, apparently, for the one turn.
Well, here goes Bitty Spry to make it 3-3 at half-time, and sure enough, it's 3-3 at half-time.
Well, if somebody wanted a show, here you have it.
More calls for investigation to get on the scene. 3-3 at half-time. It is a ZFL record. Highest scoring first half. Now, obviously, remember that this is high-stakes week. So, there is a chance, as we see a kick that goes into the opposition half and is then dropped back into their own half. Of course it is. Yeah, so there's a touchback. That's 4 touchbacks now. But remember the vampire, Drake Ulysses. And by the looks of things, we are going for another one turn. Beatty Spryly on a hat-trick in this game. And we're moving forward to make something of a screen, I suppose. And that's a push from the tree on one of the bodyguards. And that is a 1 in 9. That's a turnover. Okay. So there's no score. Despite the one-turn attempt, we've turned over on the LOS. Might be a chance for the Desperados here. I mean, there's a player right next to the ball, Javi De La Fuente. Another blitz has come in on the War Dancer. And De La Fuente...
trying to remove the remaining War Dancer did not work. That's a shame. Not a big fan of the result. That was a good hit from the Desperados. They produce another knockdown. And stand up. Go for the foul against the War Dancer. Get the break! It's only a stun.
Okay.
What is the playing here? Javi De La Fuente, defense specialist, holding the line like a champ. He's one of the best of the team by this point. And the Squigs find a way to get another chain push, another knockdown. Oh my god. Another is gone. The Desperados now running out of players against Wood Elves.
Yeah, there's a touchdown.
And I'm not sure if that training his Barak and his lad
4-3.
worked very well.
And there's booing going on in the audience now. At what we're seeing here, it's 4-3 between these two.
But how is the audience booing? It's still turn 9 or 10. We still have 6 more turns to play. So the Desperados 4 down thanks to the referee for taking the bribe and doing nothing, and the Squigs 3 down. That means it's 11 versus 10.
Jay Leave is so right. The fans boo when they're stalling. The fans boo when there's 7 touchdowns in 9 turns.
That was a nice catch.
I mean, it has to be said, there's been a lot of removals. There's a lot of players on the sideline injured despite all of this.
Both teams are trying to get the numbers. Probably trying to go for attrition. Actually going for attrition. And then see who can win this thing.
I think, obviously, like... I'm not going to be silly here and pretend that there's not something going on. But, you know, I'm not going to sit here and, like, pretend that everyone's being stupid and that there's not obviously something going on here.
Of course, everything is going on. It's a ZFL game. And the coach, there's going to be a foul. Nice. From downtown, producing nothing. But Asiel Larrauri putting the boot in.
Okay, so we're going to blitz something nowhere near the ball at this point. and to be fair, it's an armor break.
The dirty player has been doing some work, eh? Also one of the best of the team. As per my count, he has made so far 6 fouls.
Another stun there from Old Root. Beatley Spriley runs away from the action completely. And it looks like it's going to be revenge dirty player on dirty player. We're going to see a dirty player catcher with the foul.
Dirty player on dirty player action.
And it was a KO on Lowry.
Amazing.
Okay, we're going
Another
for...
hit on Darby Duffet.
Yeah, Duffet this time. And we don't have a dirty player to foul that. But what we do have...
That's a shame. We need the dirty player back.
What we do have is the ball in touchdown range. So, Igor Uru Tikoichea. No, it's Anthony Elizalde, actually, who's going to run in and score. Dramatic scenes as we see a touchdown. It's 4-4. This now matches...
Show! Amazing game.
This now matches the highest scoring ZFL match ever, which was 4-4 between Royal Santa Margherita and the Tall Lithnell Rangers, who at the time were coached by Dargit Backstabber.
Oh, surprise, surprise, another big game with big score in which the Backstabber is involved and some fancy things are happening in the backstage.
Look, we explained earlier on, right? When there's dwarfs, there's lots of touchdowns. And there was a dwarf. There was a dwarf here. So look how many touchdowns you've got when you add a dwarf to this match.
4 entire turns of a dwarf.
Oh, look at that kick.
Needs to produce another short kick. It's not working.
Even I'm struggling here. Even I'm struggling to ham this up.
Oh dear. So the Squigs refusing to fail basically anything. Hey, they failed one. The reroll is gone. They are out of rerolls. That's the chance that the Desperados need.
See, Christie confirming he hired Skrull Halfite and the score was 3-0. You hire a dwarf, you get a touchdown. Or mini. By the way, this tree is breaking armor like literally every time.
No, this tree is destroying the Desperados team.
Bradford Dart takes down Javi De La Fuente and Beatley Spriley's on his way to a 4th touchdown of the game. It's 5-4. It's quite insulting of him to celebrate, if I'm honest.
It's facts. I almost made it work once when I got the blitz.
Chat are quite simply not buying this.
Is the way. What do they know about Blood Bowl? This thing is working very well, but for the Squigs, I would say.
Goblin coach versus Skaven coach, and this is what we get. Here comes a kick. Oh, to the left-hand side this time.
The Squigs think that they can kill the game and kill the show-off, or the showdown, or however you call it, this time.
Armor break and a stone. Push on the sidestep, who's going to move forwards.
Ready, steady, boom.
Thank you for the follow, Nyaga. Someone somewhere is incredibly insulted that I just got a follower for this.
That's the magic of the ZFL. Knockdown from Coldo Berenguer, who will not try to pick the ball up.
Avi De La Fuente is going to go for a big old pass here from downtown. Takes a rush and makes it. Look at that.
Amazing. All the good stuff.
And
A couple rushes now from Asier Larrauri, and the Desperados are poised for another touchdown.
so yeah, Scroll Half-Light saw a combined 12 touchdowns. Brindal is on the way to matching that at the moment. It's currently 9. And he was only on the pitch for 4 turns. Okay, so we have, it's probably the biggest screen that I've seen in the game so far, but it's not that hard a screen to clear. And there's going to be a double pow from Larrauri, the dirty player on Duffett.
Larrauri, one of the best of the team, using dirty player to send Darby Duffett out.
And here
Exactly
goes Elizalde,
according to the
and
plan.
It's 5-5. Desperados 5, Red Squigs 5. Now, it's a good point that if the game ends in a draw, no one gets a payout. That rule is very, very important. So, we might be reaching a stage of the game where some defending might have to happen. Because at the moment, we are bang on for 6-all. Oh, we are not setting up for a one turn.
We're noting that the Squigs now do not have another bad kick. The kicking has been terrible for the Desperados this game. And Darby Duffett did not come back. So now the Squigs are down their only remaining word answer.
I don't know
So
why,
they
but
are
that
going to
kick
push.
was the funniest of them all.
Well, things happen. Things happen. Yeah, I need to find out of things in this team, to be fair. That's gonna be the 2-die on the blotcher piece. It finds the pow. Remember, no rerolls remaining for the Squigs. Anything failed is a disaster, potentially. And that's just a push on Asier Larrauri. And a rooted tree.
It's been a long stream. I've largely lost the plot at this point. Okay, well, into scoring range go the Red Squigs, would you believe? And will the Desperados defend? They might have to, because I don't think the Desperados have got time to get to 7 touchdowns. So they're kind of going to have to stop the Red Squigs getting to 6.
That's gonna be a reroll used by Julian Guruceta to put tackle on the ball.
Okay, so we have tackle on the ball. I would still argue we don't have anyone in the way particularly, but the Wood Elves are out of rerolls. So, we've managed to make it a 2+ from tackle to score, which is probably the most difficult it's been. Oh, that's a bad 1 in 9 though. Because now it's not easy to clear the tackle. Dodge away to mark the guards. Won't do much. The push will at least clear Urutikoichea. Oh, and the 2+ has been made. And Bradford Dart scores. 6-5.
Shame.
Will it stop? Because if it finishes 6-6, neither team will get paid, and both team will lose a random lineman who will become a thrall and will leave the team. Is that what they want? Hard to say. Really, really quite hard to analyse this game. All things considered.
Nobody knows what's happening on the backstage right now.
Well, the Red Squigs going for a mildly different setup and a deep kick this time. Is this the
first? It's a high kick.
Yeah, it's a high kick. So we've got it anyway. Okay. The Red Squigs perhaps now deciding maybe we want to win this game. And there's going to be a pass from Caldo Berenga. And, yeah, okay. Urutikaiche's got the ball. Running pass, I should say.
Yes, we can run after making the pass. We do that. Because it's style points. Should die on Fleming Martins, producing no knockdown.
Yeah, and I reckon we'll put a player here. Nope, a bit further forwards. And Urutikaiche will move into scoring range. And we'll look to score on the next turn to make this game 6-6. There's a dodge from Julian Guruteta. There's going to be a foul from Larauri. Oh, and he's got one.
Oh, gets him finally. Turn 16 after 9 fouls. He gets a casualty.
I wonder how many viewers we've lost during this game.
I will not apologize for that.
Oh, my goodness me.
Oh, look at this. That looks like a proper defense.
Do my eyes deceive me? Is that the start of a screen? Here comes Darby Duffett. And that's a 1 in 9, but we have Juggernaut. Duffett can pressure the ball. And, wow. I think the Red Squigs are trying to win the game.
No. Are they? What a shame.
Another armor break from Old Root, who's genuinely had a phenomenal game. It helps when there's a lot of LOS blocks. Does make trees a lot better.
Well, he removed Grombrindal also. And I think another 2 lads. So Silver Wandil, Sorry Buru has not had a good day. Larrauri knows how to get things done. He's one of the best of the team.
Oh my god, this dirty player is so good.
He does.
Julian Guruteta. It's a push.
Tackle. No, not good enough.
This is not looking easy.
And a knockdown.
Knockdown there, but we're going to have to go round the houses here to get through to score. One dice skull from Kepa Martinez. Oh, and a skull, and that's the game. Red Squigs win it by 6 touchdowns to 5. And everybody boos because it didn't end in a draw. Your final score, Bilbali Desperados 5, Whitepeak Red Squigs 6.
I'm totally with Cass. I don't know what people are complaining about. It was a good game. I can understand the Desperados fans being unhappy and nervous because this is another loss. But this is what you get when you don't bring the plan to fruition as directed by your coach.
Okay. Would anyone like to take a guess at some of the secret objectives for the teams in this game? I'm just going to throw that out to the audience. Anyone want to take a wild stab at what the secret objective was for either of these teams?
A wild one.
There's a few guesses for 10 or more touchdowns. There's a guess for 5.5 touchdowns. More than 1.5 one-turn touchdowns. Clean sheet is the funniest suggestion of all. Make the most outrage in chat. I can believe that one as well. The Red Squigs were told to ensure the match does not end in a draw.
I think I need to mute myself.
And we're also told to ensure that there are more than 6.5 touchdowns in the match. Which I believe we achieved. Now, remember, that was a total for both teams. The Desperados were told to ensure that there were more than 6.5 touchdowns in the match. So this was the only match where both teams were given the same objective. And it was largely a social experiment. Because what I thought was interesting, I wanted to really see with these secret objectives, I was really interested to see who would collude and who wouldn't collude, because I didn't say you couldn't collude. And what I think was interesting, if you look at some of the other matches, like pretty much all of the Elite Division coaches largely ignored it. So if you look at the Celtics Mavericks match, pretty much, I don't know whether the Celtics might have got theirs. I can't remember what theirs was. But the Mavericks got nowhere near theirs. The Quick Deckhands match, no one got anywhere near it. The Enchanters Bozos match, there was something weird going on there, but it wasn't anything to do with the targets they were given. There was something separate going on there. But yeah, and by the looks of it, Viking Cop and Razster have got together and said, all right, well, let's just run in a bunch of touchdowns. So it was both
we
teams
didn't do that. You don't have proof, no evidence. That's babbling. That's outrageous. That's an unfounded accusation.
I am the law. I get to make unfounded accusations.
Now, and I will say one last thing. Now you show me the money. Show me the money.